Welcome to Speaking Of. I'm Jared.
I'm Kate.
She's not just waving in the wind.
Bye, Robert.
We're clearing the set.
That was awkward.
I just wanted to make sure you knew. No imaginary friends, at least not this time around.
Not this time. No.
So, I really feel like you need to lead on today's episode.
Today has been...
Because, there's some woofing beasts.
Yes. Intruder alert!
We have guard dogs.
Yes.
That's no surprise. Anyway.
Today has been a very eventful day.
Oh, I didn't realize this all went down today. I thought, some of it was building up,
no.
but okay.
No, that was real time.
That was IRL.
IRL. So, when you get invited to a 13-year-old's birthday party...
Who 13?
Kylie. Who 13?
Who 13?
Who this?
We were having that discussion at work the other day that we can now shorten sentences and everybody knows what everybody's talking about. It's less time, less words.
That's true.
Anyway.
Anyway, so she had her birthday party at Classic Skating.
Oh, okay. I mean, I know it still exists. The funny thing is, one of my students, elementary students, asked me, "Do you go to Classic Skating?" Yeah, all the time.
They have disco nights on Saturday nights.
He was telling me about the disco ball. I was impressed that the 8-year-old could say he knew it was a disco ball. Anyway.
Anyway, so I went to the party and brought my own skates because I have them now.
What?
I got them for Christmas a few years back.
Oh, okay, I remember now.
Yes.
Sorry, I just had to have a flashback. It's okay. It's all fine.
Anyway, so I show up. They're already there. I was a little bit late. Show up and they're going around the rink, and I was like, yeah, okay, I can.
Has it changed a lot?
Not at all.
Oh, okay. I just was morbidly curious.
There's more stuff there, I think, than there used to be.
That's what they were telling me. Like, there's laser tag, and
we played laser tag, and I gave 1 billion points away to some 4-year-old. So there's that. And in other news, yes. So they have those. Do you remember those little round benches?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's flat.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm sitting on those. One of those, not all of them. I'm sitting on one.
She just laid down
and put my skates on. And, of course, I'm getting laughed at by Scooter because I'm like, wait, this one goes on which
Oh, sorry.
foot?
I felt like this was different for some reason. I don't know.
You're different.
Yeah, it felt vinyl for a second. It looked vinyl. I don't know. Continue.
Anyway. Excuse me.
You're all right there.
Yeah. It's a side effect of the day. So.
You get me sick.
I'm not sick. That's not what it is. So, I put my skates on.
Then what is it? Okay, never mind.
We'll get there.
Okay.
Put my skates on, and I start to stand up.
I don't even know the end of this story yet. I'm impressed she's still in one piece.
This is just the beginning. And then my skates just keep going, and I'm laying on the floor. And I was like,
well, at least that's only a couple of feet, right?
I full on do this, and I'm like, I just wanted to take a rest first before I get started.
As one does before roller skating.
Yeah, so there was one friend there that she had taken her skates off. She's like, I'm done, I can't skate. And I was like, yeah, I used to be able to do this, but we'll see what happens. And so we were talking about how I feel like, and maybe I'm thinking of the 49th Street Galleria, but I feel like there was a wall that you could hold
That
on
was
to.
the Galleria, yeah.
This one doesn't have a wall or railing of any kind.
I would not be able to go there then.
No.
Anymore.
Well, yeah. Unless, all I'm saying is if you want to get a hold of their security footage, that might be a good time. So I get brave and I go out and I do one loop. And I almost fall maybe 3 times, but don't fall.
Well, that's good.
Right? I did.
It's better than I would do. Let's be honest.
So then I went and sat down, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. And so then Kylie was like, come on, you got to go skate. I already went around once. Well, you got to go around again. Well, okay. So I make Scooter, give me his arm to get me out onto the rink, and then I start
I
going.
haven't seen him in so long. I just saw William.
He's very tall.
Oh, well then that's good. That was my concern, that you had enough support.
Oh, yeah, no, he's very tall.
Okay, good.
So then I'm going around, and then Kylie catches up to me, and so we're coming around. I'm at about 3/4 of the rink. And that's when the epic fall came.
Okay.
Yeah, lost my balance, I guess. My feet went out from... First thing is I land on the tailbone. Then I land...
How are you sitting here?
Then I land on my elbow.
Oh dear.
And then my head hits the floor.
Oh my gosh.
And like...
She's contused! That's what we bring to this program.
And my head like bounced up.
Oh.
That's how hard it hit.
Do they make you sign a liability thing?
No, but Kylie
wow.
was laughing her head off and texted me afterwards.
Happy
and
birthday to you.
Yeah, she's like, I'm sorry, but that was really funny when you fell. So, because that happened, and how much worse could it get your phone out.
Okay.
3 for $3.
Oh, guess what? Technical difficulties.
Oh, rats.
It's okay.
All right.
It'll be, oh wait, I can maybe put it in the cloud. So continue to continue.
I will continue to continue. So.
Airdrop failed. Oh, save to the
Open
cloud
the
drive.
cloud.
I don't know.
Do it. iCloud Drive.
Add, I guess.
Yep.
Is that it?
Yeah. So now.
Oh, I have to wait to
waiting
upload.
to upload. Okay.
Okay, continue.
But this one's uploaded. Oh, it's uploading.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in a moment.
In a moment. Oh wait, no, never mind. Sorry. We don't understand the cloud because who does?
Nobody
understands the cloud.
So after the epic fall, I did get escorted by the girl who took her skates off already, off the rink, and then she
really wanted it to be security.
I'm telling you. So then she kindly walked me over to the drinking fountain because she first of all, she comes, her name is Cassandra and she was a doll. So she comes out onto the rink and she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah," as I'm laughing at myself. So then she helps me onto the carpet.
I just love how we as a society think that a drink is going to make everything better.
Well, she full on was like, "Do you need some water?"
Do you need a water?
Some water.
Sorry, I'm listening.
It's okay.
I'm just waiting to...
So then I went and took the skates off and I was done. And we're sitting there and now they have the big oval rink, right? It's kind of oval-ish. And in one corner there's some stuff. It's like on the floor.
I thought this was going to be the corner you go with, like the sick corner or, you know,
no.
I don't know, triage.
I mean, we'll see. So... So they have like their stuff on the floor and sitting in the middle of it is a mechanical bull.
Oh my gosh.
And I say to myself,
why not?
How much worse could it get?
Sorry, I'm really listening, Internet. I just want to make sure you know.
Now, I'm going to tell you that being on a mechanical bull...
How much worse can it get? After her head has bounced off the floor!
It still hurts. It's like very tender right here.
Did they at least look at your pupils or whatever?
Oh, no, nobody came back. No,
because
there was
they're
nothing.
kind of large. Or the
Are
normal.
they different sized? Because sometimes that happens. To me.
Oh!
Although,
I'm like in case of possession? Like, what are we talking about?
Apparently that can also mean concussion.
Yes!
Whatever. I'm fine. So, meanwhile, I'm texting Beverly because she lives real close by. And I say...
Come on down and watch me ride a bull.
I'm like, I'm over here at Classic Skating and I just epically fell and hit my head. And she says, "Oh my gosh, well, I'm right here. I can bring you over some medicine and some ice packs." And I say, "Oh, that's funny. Ha ha ha." And then a few minutes later, I get a text from her that she and Frank are coming over.
Frank. Frank Fontana.
Frank Fontana. So we had to get on the list for the mechanical bull, and so it was $3 for 3 tries or 3 falls.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it
Until
said.
you get knocked off.
It said $3 for 3 falls. So I didn't have cash. So I was sending Kylie over with my card and so her friends are standing there, and I said, who else wants to do it? 3 of them said they would do it. So she comes back with my receipt. We've all signed up on the thing, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So we're just waiting for our turn. And then there's Beverly and Frank. I'm like, oh, this is so great. You got here just in time to watch. And watch they did. Are those downloaded just yet?
Let's see. Let's check.
I'm going to tell you this.
Okay, I've got 1 out of 3. Are they in
Which-
sequential order? The middle one's there.
Let me see.
Because that's what the cloud likes. I don't know.
How long is this one? All I'm going to say is watching it frame by frame like that is even worse.
Give it here.
Hold on. This one will do nicely. Okay. So
we will be posting this to
Yes.
the face. In fact, maybe I will post it.
right when we're done?
Yeah, sure.
Or after you watch
Yeah.
it? Okay, but before you watch it,
Okay.
I will tell you. These kids,
Opening shot is worth it.
that's not even the...
Well, no, just you
yeah,
getting ready to climb on the
thumbnail,
wall
yeah,
is,
no, 'cause,
yeah, it's pretty good.
So these kids go over there and you see them just leap onto this bull, fake mechanical bull. So I don't think much of it, and I get out there.
She's
and
gonna leap.
well, you're on like the bouncy, air blown up thing, and there's no step, and the bullet. I mean, it's high. It comes up to like here on me.
It is. It's high.
And I was looking around and I'm thinking, so I turned to the poor guy, Jeff, that's running the thing, and I was like, where's the step? You gotta hop, he says. So let's just say there was some bouncing and some really, really awkward attempts that you'll see in a different video to get onto the bull.
Well, now I'm curious to see if oh no, they're still going. Okay, we're good.
You're gonna love it. I mean, people standing around, I'm sure were thinking, how long are we going to have to stand here and watch this?
Watch this poor woman.
Until finally, Frank was kind enough to get into the whatever.
Did he do one of these?
Almost. He like knelt down and put his knee up so that I could step on his leg.
What a gentleman.
3 times.
I would have just watched.
He would have too. I probably would have broken
Laughed
like a
and
spindle.
laughed.
Okay, so with that background, we're gonna let Jared watch
well,
the.
because now we're down to 83 point. Oh, it's getting smaller. For the first one.
Oh,
If they're in sequential order.
they are in sequential order, I think. Yeah, they are.
Oh wait, it's getting bigger.
Oh dear. Maybe just watch.
Okay, we're just gonna watch this one that's done because
So this was my second attempt, and so you'll see Frank come in.
I haven't met Frank.
Yeah, well, that's because you didn't come to the party.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's got a little hillbilly accent. Oh, there he is. What a swell looking feller.
He doesn't have the accent. That's Jeff.
Oh, Jeff has an accent? You didn't even try!
I did try, but I threw off gracefully that time. They
Yes.
clapped for me. They're like,
They
"Really?"
did.
They said, she's got one more. Can we get this over with? My kid needs to go take his turn.
I mean, my life is complete. Okay, since I don't understand the cloud, I don't know what's going on. So that might be the only one we see tonight.
We'll post the other ones on Facebook.
Oh wait, I did say I would try to do that.
Oh yes, do that.
Okay.
So yeah, and all I can tell you is that doing that 3 times, now you'll notice in the video, I'm doing nothing but holding onto a rope and leaning from one side to the next. Right? And then
she was.
toppling
Yeah,
over.
it was good.
After 3 times,
Okay, apparently not because now my phone's battery is going. So we're really on the ball tonight, people.
anyway, just
We'll
Move on.
not worry about it for now.
anyway. So after 3 times, I come out of this inflatable pen and I'm like breaking a sweat. And I'm not breathing so good. Like, so my coughing is basically, it's as though I had gone out running in the cold air. That's the equivalent. This is yeah. It's my exertion asthma smoker voice, whatever. So I was wheezing and then the Hubs is making fun of me. And yeah, it was, good times were had by all.
Well, I'm glad that
Beverly got to see it live and in person. Speaking of Beverly,
all right.
yesterday was her last day at the office.
Oh, tragic.
7 years. We have
Oh,
sat
my
next
goodness.
to each other every weekday almost. 7 years.
It's a long time.
Next week is going to suck. Now, she doesn't like goodbyes. So, I wasn't going to do nothing.
Right.
Right? So, I don't make a card, none of that, but I bring in a cheesecake
Right.
and I write on it, we're not talking about it. It was fantastic.
Well, because
And
I
delicious.
also lost a coworker this week. Not death coworker, but yeah, they moved on, and no, that's even worse. Well,
Did they pass on?
no, there was no passing on. We will not need a Ouija board to communicate in the future. But it's a weird thing because she and I have crossed paths throughout,
Multiple times, yeah.
multiple times, and it's just one of those things where you feel like I'll see you again on Monday,
Right.
Because
Right.
it doesn't quite set that. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, and with Beverly, it's different because obviously I'm not going to never see her again, right?
Right.
Even though Scooter was like, that's how friendships break up, you know. And I said, look.
see, he doesn't know.
He
The
doesn't
term is ghosting.
And sometimes we do it on purpose.
Yes, sometimes we do. We used to call it the phase out, but we found out it's called ghosting.
Well, it is still the phase out. They just skip to the last phase. These kids these days. But if you look at it, that's how I met Emily. And
It's
we
true.
didn't work together for 7 years.
That's true.
So we
And
pick,
things are still going.
we pick our keepers and we keep them.
Yes.
So it's all good.
Yes.
But
No, it'll be fine.
But it's going to be really lonely at work now with no Beverly.
Sad.
My Beverlyisms log is going to decrease.
Well, and it's time like this, and I've talked about this before, where I miss Messenger, MSN Messenger.
Yes! Those were the
Because
days.
they're hard. I hear Google has one.
Oh, yeah,
But,
Google Chat. Mhm.
Google Chats.
Yeah,
have to
but
look,
here's-
we'll have to look into that.
Here's the thing with Beverly. When she texts or types,
Mhm.
she's very formal and does not at all speak
Sound.
the way that she speaks. And the things that she says that are worth writing down,
Won't happen.
they just don't come through. Yeah,
Sad.
I know.
Sad. Sad.
So anyway,
Anyway.
those are my stories for today.
Well, I wish I
And
could.
I wish you could see the $50
You can see
size
it. It's really
purple
creeping me out.
bruise. You know, I could feel it, like it felt like it was skin,
Right.
but I couldn't see it, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna get a bruise. I know I'm gonna get a bruise, right?
Right.
But then I'm going about whatever. So then I'm leaving and I'm coming home and I somehow hit my elbow on the steering wheel. Oh, that hurt.
It was painful. It's painful to listen to.
And there's probably a bump on my head.
No, you're
Anyway.
probably contused.
I mean,
I don't know
probably-
if that's a word.
I'm-
I keep throwing it out.
I don't remember if I blacked out, but surely one of
Anyway.
the teenage employees would have shown up if I had.
Right? Oh, scary. Teenage
Oh, yeah.
employees.
Later on, and not much later, I'm walking and this adult man is passing me and he says, "Are you okay?" To which I say, "I'm okay, but did you at least enjoy the show?" To which he says, "No, I was worried." And I said, "Well, that's a waste." I mean, at least be entertained.
So speaking Speaking of adults and worrying, this makes me think of an adult situation that I had last night.
Okay. I'm not sure about how that was phrased, but let's move on.
So, my dad is out of town, and so my mom's like, "Can I take you to dinner tonight?" Because she's wants to have dinner out, and so okay, why not? Yeah, you're paying.
Cats away,
Let's
mice
go.
will play.
So we decide that we're just gonna go to Village Inn. Like, it doesn't have to be anything fancy,
Like the good old days.
like the good old days. Yeah,
We haven't been to Village Inn in a long time.
we have not, so we'll have to step that
Add
up.
that to the list. All right. Anyway,
The Waffle Palace. I kind of miss the Waffle Palace
we have a coupon
too.
for the Waffle Palace.
Oh, we got a coupon! We should do a show from the Waffle
Oh
Palace.
my gosh, we should.
It'll be great!
We'll have to go at like 10 p.m.
Actually, we should go at 1 a.m., but I don't know if we can stay up that late.
I mean, I was going to suggest it, but then I thought, realistically...
Because,
Okay.
yeah, it's when the people from the clubs start rolling in that things are fun.
The interviews we could do.
Oh my gosh, that would be great. Anyway, so they were particularly slammed last night, and so we're waiting to pay, and there's two gentlemen in front of us, and the one guy is absolutely hilarious. So he's like, "Man, we're waiting for our money, we're waiting for, we're waiting to pay, do they not want us to pay?" And he's like loud about it, but he's not being obnoxious about it, but he's, trying to get somebody's attention. And so eventually he turns around to me and he's like,
Oh boy.
"Don't they want our money?" And I'm like, "Look, I won't tell if you won't tell. Let's just dine and dash." And he's like, "No, we can't do that because I'd feel really guilty."
And you said, only the first time.
I wish I had said, but I'm like, yeah. So in the
Oh boy.
in the process, this man notices my mother.
Like notices?
Like, notices.
When the cat's away.
To the point that he starts speaking directly to her. He could care less that I was alive. Anyway.
You're just a future stepchild.
You're just a... Exactly. So, of course, I'm my mother's son, and she has clever banter with him back and forth.
Naturally. And he's like, "Can I take you home?"
But yes, but eventually I'm like, I'm kind of uncomfortable. It was the most bizarre thing.
I'm trying to
it was all I could do. I mean, look, I have a dad and he's only 4 hours away.
I have a dad.
I have a dad. I don't see, I'm already ready to be the belligerent stepchild. I have a dad. I have none of this.
Oh my gosh.
So then, to make matters worse, when we went outside, he was parked right next to us.
Of course.
He
Of
didn't say
course.
anything. Sorry.
Oh,
That
Hunter.
basically was...
That's really hilarious. As I'm thinking about it, like if that were me in that situation, that would be really weird.
Well, because I was trying to think, I'm like, I don't think in all of my life I've seen a man casually flirt with my mother. That wasn't my dad.
Does your dad casually flirt with your mother?
Well, not in front of us.
So there's that. So speaking of flirting,
Okay.
we're at the roller rink.
Oh, I
and-
can only imagine.
Oh my goodness.
The hormones just bouncing off the wall.
The random people that I spoke to, it was great. So, Bobbert gets my attention to show me that redheaded girl is standing in front of this, I think, maybe Hispanic boy, like super skinny boy, cute, but she's
See,
there.
and all I can think of is how many of these children might I know from work?
It's hard to say. So, she's standing there, her blonde friend is behind her, not that any of that matters, and he's got a phone and he's doing something on the phone. So Bobbert tells me that the redheaded girl goes up to the boy and says, hands him her phone and says, "Can I get your phone number for my friend?" And he's, so yeah, his response is,
Friend.
his response is this.
Because boys are stupid. Let's
And
face
so
it.
he types in his phone number and then the girls walk off.
Right.
And I say to Bobbert, do they even know his name? Like, was it?
Cute
There was,
boy at the roller
right,
rink.
like there was no conversation that I saw. And if he was that confused, then clearly there was no conversation before this exchange happened. So later on, we're waiting to play laser tag.
Right.
And there's a track that you can roll around.
Oh,
Okay?
you have to play it while you got skates on?
No.
Oh.
That was so there,
Like, I'd be dead in a heartbeat.
Oh, gosh, can you imagine?
Literally.
I end up with the laser in my eye. No. So there's a roller skating track, and it's like a race track.
Right.
And so you can just kind of go around and whatever. It's somehow different than the rink inside. Anyway, so people are going around, and all of us in this little party, the kids are all leaning over the wall trying to get high fives, right?
Oh.
So then it becomes this big thing. So this redheaded girl comes by.
Children are strange.
When you're a stranger. So the redheaded girl comes by, and I yell to her, make sure you get that kid's name. And she's like, oh yeah, I will. So then she comes back by another time and like runs into the wall, so she stops.
Right.
And so then I go over to where she is, and I'm like, listen, you got to get that kid's name. Which one? That kid whose phone number you got.
Telling you, they're all players.
She says, which one? And I say, oh. And then I said, okay, listen. You can get as many phone numbers as you want. No boyfriends. And she's like, she gets it. And I think, oh, you're so smart. I wonder how long it will last.
Not long.
But I'm thinking, how many numbers did she get, and how many names does she have? Because how are you going to know if one of the...
Oh no, it's sad because, I observe them in their natural habitat on a daily basis.
But how do they know who they don't?
And they have to say, like, they just mindlessly text each other until eventually one of them has to say, I don't know who you are. And then it turns into, well, what were you wearing? Like, that helps.
Wouldn't help me. Yeah, if you're going to commit a crime, do it in my presence, because I won't.
So,
Maybe
oh
height
my
with
goodness.
hair. That's so funny because.
But yeah,
then,
there's not a lot to it.
So I guess if you figure,
it scares me.
If you figure that you only approach kids that you find attractive,
right,
then your odds are good that if any of them interact with you via the phone,
right,
that you're safe.
But they're not ugly.
Right, like I guess. I mean, you reached out to them for some reason. It was just really funny. I'm like, did you get his name? Which one?
Playa.
Well.
Playing the game.
Then we're sitting there waiting to play laser tag, which, by the way, they wouldn't let you wear shoes for. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
okay.
So this girl is sitting on the bench waiting, and these boys in our group are sitting on the wall next to her.
Right. Was it a boy-girl party?
It kind of was.
A boy-girl party?
The ugly one!
The ugly one! That wasn't my best teen girl squad, sorry.
So some kid comes around the racetrack with the cardboard hand that you see inside a glove to keep it flat. It had painted nails, so he's using that to give the high fives, and it was pretty hilarious, but it gets dropped. So the one kid jumps over the wall to pick up the hand, brings it back, and in the meantime, he's climbing over the wall and almost hitting this poor girl in the head. So I intervene, of course, and I say, guys, I just want to introduce you to this girl here whose head you're about to kick. And I look at her and I say, I'm sorry, they have no manners. She's like, it's okay. I have mostly guy cousins and I'm used to it and blah, blah, blah. So, we have this polite little exchange, right? So then we go in to play laser tag.
Right.
And she friggin' shoots me.
The nerve.
And I turn to her and say,
the gall.
I thought we were friends. She made it up to me later.
I should hope.
And we took down. So as I'm like trying desperately to get bobbered, I feel my jacket vibrate, and the punk kid is behind me, and he says, "Thanks for holding still."
So
she helped me gang up on him. But then, as we were leaving, apparently she gave him a look, and he did this to her. She was like, "What's this?"
Forget Gorillas in the Mist. We need to be watching laser tag.
It was pretty funny. And as I predicted before the game started, 1 billion points were probably collected on me by the 4-year-old. I'm like, those two? Yeah, they're going to win off of me, I'm sure. And that kid, I swear he followed me around. Every time I turn around, he's like, yeah, pretty much. If it wasn't Bobbert, it was that kid.
Oh my goodness.
So as you can see, it was a very busy morning.
I guess. So I wanted to get your take on something
Oh my.
that I've been dying to get your take on.
Oh,
and you might already know, but I purposely waited for the show. It's a little bit chilly here
I'm
in the
sorry,
studio.
it's a little cold. And
That's why I have to keep wiping my dainty little nose. Anyway, so Disney's been doing their live action remakes, right?
oh, yeah, because Aladdin's coming, right?
Yes, guess what's on the list? Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Do we have any names?
No names yet. It's in early development stages. And the only reason I say it is because all I can see, I'm not gonna lie, the Jack Skellington at Disneyland, the meet and greet, creeps me out a little bit.
Well, it's not.
Because he's got the giant head and then they leave this place for his mouth to talk.
Right, and I'm guessing that they would do it somewhat differently.
I would think
because
so.
Because the
but-
clips that I've seen for Aladdin, where Will Smith is the genie,
Right. That looks fine.
There's definitely
yeah.
some computer animation going on there. So I
Right.
imagine that they would have
Well,
it
because that's my
relatively...
thing. I'm like, how do you really do it live action? Because like with
Well,
all the monsters
And the fact that he's Jack Skellington, so he's like a skeleton.
right. Well, I mean, and then I thought maybe it's going to be something like Alice in Wonderland, where you know Helena Bonham I can't talk. Carter's head was like big, and
right, yeah. So
you
there's
know,
things they can do.
So yeah, I just don't know.
Okay, I'm hesitant.
I am
I'm hesitant but open-minded. However,
right
once I get roll call, I'll know for sure.
to do. Well, I'm trying to think what
Maybe.
Tim Burton's doing something new
Oh, he's
with
doing
one of
something.
them.
Which one is he doing? We saw it, didn't we?
We did.
And you said you weren't going to see it, and I said, but it's Tim Burton.
But it's Tim Burton. And I'm thinking
was it?
that logically it would have to be Tim Burton for the remake of the live action. Like, why would
Well,
they do that?
he would never let them do it without him, I'm sure.
Yeah. So maybe I'll be fine.
What was it?
Now, see, I'm already casting in my head. Johnny Depp gets to play Jack.
Oh, Johnny. Oh, Johnny.
So yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
I don't-
Okay, but
I don't
here's my
know.
complaint.
Hmm.
Could someone, somewhere,
Here we go.
please
Make something new.
I have no idea. Is that so painful?
Well, and
I mean,
see, when the live action remakes started, I was okay with it because it was Maleficent and it was told from her point of view.
Right, so it was different.
It was different, and
But now it's just
they're
full on
just
the
getting
same.
lazy. Yeah, to do. I mean,
I can't. Everything is a remake of something. Everything,
to do.
and it's getting old. As
It
old
really
as we are.
is.
Which is not that old.
Which is not
I
that
was
old
wished
at all.
happy 21st birthday today. Is all I'm saying.
I haven't been wished happy 21st birthday since yesterday.
Well, it can't always be you. So there's that.
Oh, I had a thought that I was gonna go with, and okay, movies. I had a thought that I was gonna go with, but the thought
To the lobby?
to the lobby.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Let's all go to the lobby. Speaking of the lobby, the
See?
Muppets are getting a new project. Finally. So it's going to be a new show for the Disney streaming service.
Oh.
So yeah.
Leave it to Disney. So it'll be similar to the Muppet Show, but
I don't know, because they need to figure out that the Muppet Show just needs to come back, is what they need to figure out.
well, yeah.
Because
It worked.
they did Muppets Tonight, didn't work. That was like a late night show format. Then they did The Muppets most recently, which was also a late night show format for Miss Piggy hosting a show.
Yeah.
And it was behind the scenes, Modern Family documentary style. That didn't work. Let's take a hint.
How long did the Muppet Show run?
The Muppet Show ran for 5 seasons.
Wow.
And Jim Henson was the one that pulled the plug.
Why?
He felt like they'd done enough, and obviously they didn't.
And so here's my thing then.
Because that's when he went off into the labyrinth and the Dark Crystal.
Oh, he
and
had other
all
things
that.
that he
Yeah,
wanted to do.
yeah.
I feel like, look, if you're not going to think of something new, then at least bring back something that was awesome.
Well, and it was awesome. And Muppets are ageless. And like I said, they went for 5 seasons. They could easily come back and say, this is season 6.
Right? And the guest stars will never run out.
No, they will not.
So...
Ever run out. Anywho.
Wow.
Yeah. So, should we wrap up?
I guess because there was something I was going to say and I forgot it.
And I forgot to, and I think we've probably rambled
It's
really
probably
good.
been like half an hour.
At least.
And
It's going to be 40 minutes by the time we
everybody wants to see the video of the mechanical bull.
Yes.
Because, oh dear.
And as soon as we get some juice, we will
All I'm
upload
telling you
that.
is that Hubs was impressed that I could laugh about it. And I said, what else can you do?
Well, you know, it's like when I did that axe throwing thing for my
Right.
Christmas work party. That's all you can do.
I mean, what's
So
it
I'm not
for?
meant to be an axe murderer.
Right? Big deal.
Right? Society is breathing a
At least
sigh of relief.
Not that kind.
All right. Until next time, I'm Jared.
I'm Kate.
We'll see ya.